Let's go!
They just went in without hesitation.
Metro Police!
You see these things on the news, but when it's your kid's school, you see them going through their classroom.
Hold the door!
You see them going through the rooms that you know your kid's in. You're watching them clear these spaces that your child plays in.
Sarah Shoup Newman was close to Covenant School when the first shots were fired.
My son was not at the school. He was with my husband, so I knew that he was safe, thank God. We were spared so much in comparison to many of our friends and the staff there.
The Nashville officers had patrol rifles. The school shooter had rifles too.
Rifle first, blue, go! Go, 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 go! Go, go, go!
3 grade schoolers and 3 staff members were killed before the officers reached the shooter. Do you believe lives were saved that day?
Absolutely. I wish that all of them would have been, but there absolutely were numerous lives saved.
Push the LPVO, go right! Reloading! Suspect down, suspect down!
What they did, every law enforcement officer in this country should take notice.
Mo Kennedy protected this high school in Alabama. Now he runs the National Association of School Resource Officers.
This hallway we're in, at least 100 yards long. Would I prefer to have a long gun in a situation here if I were faced with an active assailant? Absolutely, 100%. And the thing that we also have to look at is that many of these active assailants are armed with a long gun.
The range of accuracy for a pistol in the hands of a trained police officer is roughly 10 to 15 yards. The range of accuracy for a rifle in the hands of an amateur can be greater than 100 yards, leaving the school police officer outgunned if all they have is a pistol. We surveyed school police across the nation and discovered a wide disparity from district to district.
Blue, blue, blue.
Rifles are standard issue for some school officers.
Stay right there, please.
Who mainly keep them locked in their patrol cars. But those rifles aren't available in entire districts, from Albuquerque to Indianapolis to Atlanta. On the first day of school, how many rifle qualified officers do you have on your department?
I won't have any. I won't have any.
Atlanta Public Schools Police changed its policy right after we asked why their more than 100 officers have training only in pistols.
If we're able to create opportunities or give our officers the ability to address these issues from a safer position with more accuracy, we're going to do it. And that's what we're working to do.
This is a neighboring district just south of Atlanta.
Bang, 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 bang.
Do you have any officers right now who are patrol rifle qualified?
Not currently.
The school police chief here also decided to add rifles and training for his 47 officers.
Police department.
After we asked what they would do when confronted with a rifle-toting school shooter. If one of your officers had to engage a shooter who had a rifle with only a pistol, they'd be outgunned right out of the gate, wouldn't they?
They would definitely be outgunned.
Parkland, Uvalde, Newtown, Nashville. The school shooters all brought rifles. Not only are rifles more accurate at longer distances, they carry nearly twice as much ammunition without reloading.
It is time to consider using whatever methods we need to stop the threat.
It's about time. For every minute a school shooter goes unchallenged, more students and staff die. To overcome that hurdle, the very first officer on scene is supposed to immediately engage the shooter alone. By definition, that first officer is the school police officer. But depending on where you live, that first officer might have access to a rifle, or they might only have a pistol. When lives are on the line, and seconds count.
I believe that you've got to have everything that you could possibly have and are trained with to defend against that. We're defending children. If we wait, there's a really good chance it's costing us lives.
They're risking their lives, so we need to at least make sure that they're given the best chance at survival for that.
Covenant parent Sarah Shoup Newman is fighting to keep rifles out of the hands of future school shooters.
Police department.
And to put them in the hands of school police. Some people will watch this and say, wait, the answer to the problem with these guns isn't more guns.
We need more than damage mitigation. We need prevention. These kids saw their friends dead, and they're 9 years old. you don't get those images out of your head